Welcome, my name is Gail Moffat, and so I am coming forward today because it's all about the messages that I bring through. And some of the messages are from Saint Sebastian, who always comes through on Tuesdays. And then, of course, God comes forward on Sundays. In the afternoon on Sundays, I always do the Church of Life, and we have a sermon. And I will always be putting that out on the following Thursday, so that you can hear the sermon. And yes, so those are all the things that I'm doing. If you are interested in being involved in some of these extraordinary messages that I'm getting through from people, then don't forget to subscribe so that you can be kept abreast of all that is going on. And so let's go to God, who is standing by the side of me, and see what he has to say. God is very excited. He says that he has been thinking long and hard about today's video, and he feels that this is a video that will bring about a lot of upliftment and a lot of excitement in your world, because he is preparing to help many people who are suffering in many parts of the world. He has spoken at great length with Gail, and he says that he and he's saying that she is completely aware of all of some of the difficulties, but some of the situations that she's going to be involved with. His first port of call, he says, is he feels that the people of Africa need a great deal of help. And he feels that my starting point, he says, is that they need help with clean water, sanitation. He doesn't want people to be hungry, and he feels that the starvation that he witnesses and the difficulty of living and the hardship that he witnesses, he feels that there needs to be some changes. And this is why he has enlisted Gail to help with some of the water projects that are going on and that he has planned for our world. He says that there will be many other people that he will be enlisting to help Gail, and so his aim is that much work will be done in Africa. He says that once the work that he has planned for Africa has been completed, he says Gail's work will not stop there, for he has plans moving forward to other parts of the world that need help. And his next port of call is an area where he feels has been ignored and left abandoned by many people in your world. And this area that he is wanting to talk about is an area that is rich in minerals and rich in natural products in the earth, and he feels that these products need to be discovered to organise a land that will help people grow and be prosperous in their lives. This land that he's referring to has had many difficulties and has struggled with occupation, has struggled with war, and has struggled with many people trying to dictate, and also a sort of an obsession with how people should live. And he will be asking Gail to show people the way forward in their lives. This is not going to be an easy task for Gail, and I realise that it will be a challenge for many people in this land. Will find her words objectionable, and he says that. But he wants Gail to know that, as far as he's concerned, he will always be keeping her safe. There is a ring of safety, a ring of energy that is surrounding her always. And so, as far as he's concerned, he will not put her in any harm or in any place that will cause her harm. He feels that once she has achieved great things in this land, he wants the people of this land to be accepted by the rest of the world, because what he witnesses is many people not accepting the people, or being fearful of the people, or seeing the people of this land not to be trusted or to accept into their lives. He wants that to change, because for every person that exists in this world, there is something that is good about that person. For he says, don't forget, I have created all of mankind, and I have always placed good qualities in every single person. It is our free will that takes us on a direction that changes our goodness, and his aim is always about bringing people back on the path, back on the right way of thinking and the right way of being. He says that this new work that Gail is going to be doing after Africa, and then he says that he wishes Gail to be involved in this land that has been war-torn, has difficulties, has mines that are strewn across the land, has women that are treated poorly, children that are uneducated, and water problems and sanitation problems, and hunger and poverty. And for those people he wishes to help next. And he will be, of course, enlisting Gail here. The next situation that he feels after this that needs to be tackled, and it's one that is very dear to his heart, he wishes to talk about a country that chooses to ignore his world, to ignore his existence, and chooses to hide the fact that there is any possibility of religion that should be cut across the world. And he says that this is unacceptable in his eyes, and he will be enlisting again Gail to show people that there is another way to look at, and to show the dictators of the land that they are committing a sin that is so dreadful, so unacceptable in his mind, and trying to teach them that there is a new way. He feels that if they are prepared to change their ways and walk on a new path, he will be eternally grateful to them for reconsidering their ways and reconsidering their approach to life. He knows that for many people, they have chosen a path in life, and it is difficult for them to change, difficult for them to reconsider their actions and their ways. But he feels that with the work that he will be doing with Gail, he will be helping Gail to educate people in the ways of my world, the ways of spirit, and helping them to realise that if they don't change, if they choose to stay entrenched in their old ways, then they will sadly have to deal with the repercussions when they get to my world. Today, I feel very, very excited, because prior to doing this video, I have been speaking to Gail, and she advises me that she is ready to start the work in Africa. And I am very excited to now be giving her my instructions as we move forward in work that I feel will be not only rewarding to me, but I feel rewarding to Gail and rewarding to many people in this world. It is my wish, and I wish to pray, it is my wish that all of mankind understands my existence, that appreciates that there is a world beyond yours that assists you at all times. I wish for man to realise that I am here to help. I am indeed a loving God. and I will stop at nothing to help mankind. It is my wish that as we do this work, and as Gail helps me at all times, it is my wish that I will help Gail be safe and protected, for I never ever wish Gail to come to any harm. It is also my wish, and I have spoken to the many guides that surround her, that she is always joined together by Jesus, by the many spirits that come close to her, by Mary and by all her guides, so that she can feel the love from my world at all times. Today I feel excited, for we are now at the beginning of this new work. I wish to thank you for listening and thank Gail for always being willing to do the work that I ask of her. I thank you. Amen. So he is revealing, I knew about the Africa stuff, but I didn't know about this other place that's been war-torn. And you know, all the time he was talking, I had this feeling, and again, it's just a feeling in my, you know, just that feeling that it was Afghanistan. But, you know, it could be Syria. But no, I felt it was Afghanistan. He didn't say that, though, so we'll just have to wait and see which country it is. But I feel it is that country. And it's funny how, you know, we as humans have boundaries. It's like, oh, I wouldn't do that. That's not safe. It's and get all sort of, and yet he has no boundaries. He doesn't think in that way. He thinks in a very sort of positive way in everything that he does, knowing all the problems that exist wherever he wishes for me to go. I think I've got a busy life ahead of me, but I have to thank God for the protection that he offers to me, and thank you for always being there to support me in this work. So thank you for watching, and see you Tuesday. Okay, goodbye.